Okay. Good evening, guys. It's a 5:31 p.m. Today is Monday, and we had a very nice day today. I like this day. Perfect day. So up move and then down move. That is a perfect situation. So now we can't trade both ways, but at least you can catch one move. So we captured the up move in the morning. Entire up move, and then we stopped trading. I suggested to stop trading basically to all the users, all the members. But anyway, so this is what I typed it on Saturday, or Friday evening or Saturday morning or sometime, for Dow, that this Dow has a good hour at 96 960 or 158, or you can consider 34,000, which is only 40 points away from this, right? Round number. And it has to hold above 650 in the overnight ideally. So I'm talking about this Sunday overnight. Okay, so Dow basically held above this area, right? And look at the beauty of it. Today's closing right around here. After going to this level, it came down to this here and closed it. See how these guys are playing games, So this is important level actually, by the way, right? So the closing came right into this area and price stopped there. There is a reason for it, So now the question is, it wants to go below like this or go above again this, and this is a backup area. So watch Dow tomorrow, or in the overnight today, 650 going below 650 means failed breakout of multi-day balance if it closed below. Now here is the fine line, right? Now should I consider close below 650 today, because it went to 637, or I would say it closed right at 650. See, the problem here is how these guys are playing games. It closed right around at it. So now there is no way for me to know whether it's really a failed breakout or it's a buying point or it's a selling point. I have no clue. So now overnight will give us more clue. Okay, so this is a very important thing to remember for Dow. Okay, now NQ and ES will have to hold above 39.71, which it did in the overnight. This is what I typed it actually Sunday night, sorry, not Sunday night, but Saturday or Friday night. And so I carried forward the same information today without even looking at today's overnight price action, Sunday's overnight price action. Okay, now in the overnight, if it wants to retest 182, which it did in the Sunday overnight, right, or pre-market Monday morning, or planning to go higher, break below 39.71 is a risk to buy. So right now the closing came out right around this area in NQ today, right? So see, again, same damn thing as Dow. So above 182, NQ may run into 240, 380. 380 became a high of the day today. See that? How these guys are plays their game. Failure at 182 or break below, this will 39.71, or break below, failure at 182 or 39.71, it will run lower. Look at the beauty of damn thing. Same as Dow. Close right around 182. See? So now we are in a limbo zone for NQ and Dow. This could be a buying opportunity or selling, I don't know. So we'll see tomorrow, Now ES ideally has to hold above 3900, right? Break below, it can go to 73. Holding above, ES can go towards 96,4000 and attract sellers, right? Pause at 50 or 70. Look at this 70 became the high of the day, right? See, all these levels is like to the dot pretty much. In general, focus on preferred and backup as areas for both ES and NQ. They are the key triggering point, right? Simple. So, and now let's go into here, right? So this is my 70 area, right? I shorted it right here in my SIM account because I was done going long here. I was profitable, way more profitable for the day, right? So here at this point I said, what, at this point, at 10:35 I said stop trading, guys. Now just let it go. If it wants to go higher, turn back around, whatever it does, we don't care. We got our profit. Okay, so we stop trading here, actual trading for me and I think most of the members, right? And then here when I was outside, I came back around 11:30 or so. I saw these things, right? So I sorted at 69 here. My target was 55, which is this area, this area. But anyway, I had to go to post office, so I built out at 60. NQ, I shorted it right here ahead of ES even, right at 375 or 365, somewhere around here, and then I built out at 346, same time with ES. Okay, I didn't even hold it. My target, actual target was 312, which is this area similar to ES, right? And then 346, and then somewhere around here 334 or so. Those were the targets. But anyway, so now let's talk about this, right? So we got the long right of the open. Even before the open, I went long in NQ at 184, which is right at this level, 182. So 184 I went long in the pre-market right before open. And look at the beauty of the damn thing. Came straight there, right? So, and then this was another long here. The moment it took out 184 nicely, side pullback, long. Above 208, another long. This is what I was like walking through, everyone in Discord. That long here, and here buyers are there. These were all the profit targets, all the exits. These were all of my exit, So by 307, see here I was done. 322 was my final exit. And ES final exit was 60. So those were the exit, right? So now why this big picture view like long today, right? Because of this thing, and the overnight my comments, right, above holding above 39 and all these things. So that's why this long makes sense of the open in ES, because it was aggressive sellers area, right? Preferred sellers areas were here. So if price goes above this, at least it will try to reach this, especially if NQ goes above 182, right? That was the whole idea in the pre-market we discussed. So N208. So NQ once goes above it, right? Pullbacks, hold it. ES, while NQ was holding above 182, ES came down. So I had a limit order set here at 34, right here, After I went long here at 37, I also had a limit order, another order sitting at 34, And ES actually went through it. But we discussed in the pre-market voice, there are 4 buying points, ES can offer here. In the pre-market we discussed 37, 34, and even VWAP 30, So any one of this point could be buying point. So I already went long at 37 in pre-market. So I put another order at 34. My stop was, like below this area. And I was watching NQ. While I was in ES was going down, NQ was holding here, right? So ES looks like it wants to go down to here, maybe, But I was holding it. Even though it went against me, I was holding it. Why? Because anyway, I know that this is last buying point, right? And then as long as NQ is holding above 182, I'm good, So, or even here at this low. So I was holding it based on NQ. So ES went down, NQ was still holding it, so I held it, and then everything was started to going up. This was the time, let's say if you're watching this and if you're scared, this was the time, to go long here, right here, because by the time NQ was already higher, and the moment NQ took out this last high, man, you can go long right there, another longs. So that's pretty much it for the day. There is nothing else to explain here, why and what. You already know the picture from the pre-market note, what to look for, right? And now let's talk about internals. Internals were already bullish, when price came down here, it was at zero line, right? So in a way they were big, kind of a bearish disconnect actually, right? Because price was testing way above yesterday's high and way above close, and internals are at zero line. So looks like they are weak, right? But it's not about internals. After having this big day yesterday, price closing higher, and overnight it's holding it above it, there are a lot of people that might have missed this up move, so there will be people are in a buying frenzy mode. At least it will go back to 39.50. That was my idea here, that was we discussed basically, at least, because there are a lot of day traders who are fear of missing out. They just want to go long, so this is what they generate this move, right? And then smart money, like big guys, they basically fuel the rally up for them, so by this time above 50, every day trader went long, and they are looking for a moon. Here also same thing, right? And then look at what happened, right? So here they should have taken a profit like the way we did it, right? So, and look at this, I kept it backup sellers area. See, look at the distance between preferred sellers and backup sellers. See that? For a reason I kept it here. Look at this, the response, right? In Discord I discussed, since NQ is in backup sellers area, right? It's a good area to take profit if you're still holding it. And that's why I shorted it here, just to try it out, both together, you know, to see how well is this area is going to hold. You know? Because there was a quite distance between them for a reason, right? See, ES, I didn't have a much distance because I know ES is stronger than NQ. So I cannot keep the more distance, you know. Otherwise I would have put the backup sellers area here, you know. But then I choose to keep it here at 60. You know, within I was thinking 70 or 96, but then I kept it at 60 because of NQ. But NQ I choose to keep it higher, you know, because I know NQ how it works. Now look at this damn thing, right here. So this is like deal breaker area, you know, this entire area is a deal breaker for NQ buyers, pretty much, you know. So just an NQ and ES, look at this damn thing, this 3900, it is right there, right? So this is important level now, you know, this entire damn thing. So for tomorrow and overnight, you know, and for Dow also now, right? So just watch all this thing tonight would be critical, you know, and tomorrow's price action. And that be all for today.